Good evening. Welcome to our September 17, 2024 City Council meeting. It is 7 p.m. Meeting is now in session. Tonight's invocation will be led by Pastor Samuel Martinez from Amazing Love Ministries, and I will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. All rise.
Thank you, Mayor. Heavenly Father, as we gather here this evening, I remember the story of 1787 at the Constitutional Convention, where Ben Franklin proposed that we come together to implore the assistance of heaven and his blessings upon our deliberations. And so we come together, Heavenly Father, to ask for the assistance of heaven and his blessings upon our deliberations this evening. We pray not just because it's an American tradition, but we pray because we need your help. Guide, lead, and give wisdom to all our leaders. And remember the exhortation of the Apostle Paul to not only pray for the leaders of our nation, but give thanks for them, for all that are in leadership in our nation, in our city, in our state. So we thank you, Father, for our mayor, our city council, our chief of police, our fire chief, and all the leaders of our school districts, our city manager, and all they are in authority in this city. And within the borders of our city, comfort the widows, the brokenhearted, the lonely, the needy. And make tonight's meeting be marked by respect and honor toward one another. And Father, because of the recent events in our country, I pray the protection of your angels and Almighty God over all the candidates, Father, in our nation that are running for office, whatever political party they're in. And Father, remembering the words of the Lord Jesus, our Lord and Savior, I pray that West Covina be like a city set on a hill whose light cannot be hid. God bless America, and God bless our great city of West Covina. Amen.
Please remove your hats. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Assistant City Clerk, roll call, please.
Good evening, Mayor. Councilman Cantos.
Here.
Councilwoman Diaz.
Here.
Councilwoman Lopez Viado.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Wu.
Yep.
Mayor Calderon Tabatabai.
Present. All right, we will now... City Attorney, is there anything to be reported out of closed session?
Nothing to report, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
We will now move on to presentations.
Testing.
All right, tonight we are going to start off by recognizing for the 2024 USA Water Polo Junior Olympics. Route 66 Aquatics offers swim lessons, water polo, and swim team for all ages and levels in the San Gabriel Valley. The business and practices are held in West Covina. In June 2024, most of the Route 66 teams qualified to go to the USA Junior Olympics for water polo. 10U boys, 12U boys, 16U boys, 16U girls, 18U boys, and 18U girls. The 2024 USA Junior Olympics kicked off July 20th through July 20th, 2024. The 18U boys received a gold medal. 10U placed 22nd in the nation, and 12U placed 5th in their division. And is Peter Beamer here? Oh, okay. Well, we'll bring him on at the end. All right. So we are going to begin with our 10 and under boys. When I call your name up, come and get your certificate, and then we'll take that photo and celebrate you. Okay, so Thomas Clark. Josh Gomez, Leo Gutierrez, River Lamesin, Grayson Martinez, E.J. Olia, Nate Perez, Ryan Rivas, and Coach Paul P.V. Pignotti. Coach Beamer?
Yes.
Here, why don't you say a few words?
Oh, wow. I was not expecting that at all. I want to thank you guys so much for having us here tonight. We're really proud of what's happening over at Edgewood High School on a nightly basis with all this group of kids that went to Junior Olympics and really exceeded all of our expectations. So we appreciate being invited here, and thank you so much.
All right, 10U, over here, to the center. Photo time. Let's get on this side. All right, to my left, let's even it out. Fantastic, right here, we're good. Coach, let's make sure we get on an end. Beautiful. All right. Other teams, you see how we lined up? That's how we want you.
Yeah.
Otro más. We got one over to the right. Look to the right. Your mom gets the big. Hey, Mom. All right. Oh, we got the big camera, too. All right. Hey, everyone gets the big. All right. Now we're going to the right, up to the right. Go, 10U. Hey, congratulations, Coach. All right, now it's time for the 12 and under boys. DJ Baltazar, Ben Brown, Coa De Leon, Nico Echeverria, Eli Galindo, Elijah Koo, Isaac Koo, Santi Magana, Sebas Machan, Jeffer Mendoza, Jacob Perez, Tree Fam. Oh, did we? Oh, are we out of order? Emmy Placentia, Kelly Schaefer, David Vicario, Calvin Shang, Coach Jaden Javier, and Coach James Reeves. And we'll get this all straightened out. All right. Oh, you guys are a little taller. I'm going to have you guys get around me. Are we sure they're 12U? I need to check some birth certificates here. Okay. Coach, there we go. Are we missing one? We're missing one? Okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, all right. Are we good? Is everyone in? See everybody? Right there. 266. So cool. We're good. All right. Congratulations, Coach. Congratulations. Okay. Do we have can I see your list?
16 and under girls.
All right.
16 and under
16.
girls.
All right.
Valentina.
All right, here we go. Our 16U girls. Valentina Muck. Oh, you're special. All right, and now we're going to call the 18U. All right. You stay up here. All right. Emma Andres. Michaela Gomez. Riley Graton. Kai Smith. And Emma Rorick. And then we have... It's Coach's name? And Coach Bree. Give it up for Coach Bree. All right, ladies. This side. All right. We got one more over. There we go. Coach. Water polo, yeah. Hold on. Oh, yeah, show off the medal. Congratulations, ladies. All right, fantastic. One more time for Route 66, water polo. Quick plug, my son Anthony's also involved in the program. It's a great program at Edgewood. So if you're looking for something healthy and something to exhaust your child, get them in water polo. He's ripped, though. All right, next, if I can invite up Mario V. Arijeta to the front. So Mario has worked with Heritage Park Villas for the last 9 years, managing the apartment complex. During the pandemic, which is the first time I met Mario, Heritage Park Villa hosted 2 separate vaccine drives in partnership with the County of Los Angeles and Fulgent, where tenants at the complex and surrounding residents of West Covina could come to the property and benefit from vaccine drives. Heritage Park Villas has been partnering in the West Covina multi-housing program and hosting National Night Out events for the last 9 years. And this year, they had one of the biggest events. Yes, they did. Give it up. They've also donated lunch for the hardworking police and fire departments of West Covina. Mario truly appreciates everyone, tries to help out in any way he can. He is an amazing partner in the city. We are, I'm honored to be able to finally give you your acknowledgement, your recognition. It is well deserved. And so let's give it up for Mario V. Irajeta. Now, Mario, if you can go ahead and say a few words.
All right. Well, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to Mayor Tabatabai, Tony Wu, all of you guys that were at our event for the National Night Out. Like I said, it's been the last 9 years that I've been hosting that event. Specifically, we did kind of put everything on a pause with the pandemic, but once everything came out, we hit the ground running, and this past event was a show of how our tenants and camaraderie that we have at our complex is, what we try to, push for everyone. So I just want to say thank you to all of you guys, all the hard work that you guys do, and, making it possible for everyone to be here tonight and allowing us to do this, and the recognition, all the kids and everything. That was great. So thank you again for you guys allowing me to be here as well. I really appreciate it.
All right, Mario. A picture right here. Get one right here.
Thank you. Thank you again.
All right. Answered. Yes. Okay. So if I can invite Monica Farias and JR to the front.
They were here.
So we have a proclamation and a certificate. We're going to start with the proclamation first, recognizing and celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. Hispanic Heritage Month is a month-long celebration of Hispanic and Latino history and culture. While we celebrate Hispanic and Latino communities beyond this month, from September 15th to October 15th, we give extra recognition to the many contributions made to the history and culture of the United States, including important advocacy work, vibrant art, popular and traditional foods, and much more. Hispanic Heritage Month provides an additional opportunity to explore the incredible impact Latinas and Latinos have had on the United States for generations. The Latino presence in America spans centuries, predating Spain's colonization of what is now part of the United States, and they have been an integral part of shaping our nation since the Revolutionary War. Through the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo and the Treaty of Paris that followed the Mexican-American and Spanish-American Wars, the United States gained territories in the Southwest and Puerto Rico. This incorporated the people of this area into the United States and further expanded the presence of Hispanic Americans. And so we have the proclamation for Hispanic Heritage Month, which is September 15th through October 15th. I'm going to hand this to JR. But we also, we can cop it up. I also wanted Monica and JR here to give a certificate of recognition for the Greater West Covina Business Association for their Hispanic Heritage Month celebration they have at the Plaza West Covina. I'm going to let them speak on that in a moment. But also, this is a Latina-run small business. And when you think about Hispanic Heritage Month, you think about all the ways we contribute to the society, right? As a Latino, I think back to standing on the shoulders of my ancestors. And because of the hard work and path they set forward, I am here today. And the path that Monica and JR are setting, right? They are allowing others to stand on their shoulders too. And so I wanted to recognize their hard work and honor and celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month to Greater West Covina Business Association. And so I'd like to give Monica the mic and have you speak about the celebration, speak about the GWCBA, and just share what this event is going to be, this month-long event, right? So here you go.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Well, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much, Mayor Tabatabai, for this proclamation and for recognizing the Greater West Covina on this great event that the Greater West Covina is putting together for the community. So this event means a lot to us because we are Hispanics. I am a Mexican American, who came here when I was 8 years old. And, I really found love with living here. At first I didn't, but now, I love it. And I love showcasing our history, our customs, everything that makes us. So I'm really proud to be here representing the Greater West Covina with my partner, JR. And JR could share with you all the great things that he has brought to the Greater West Covina and what this event is all about.
Yes, it used to be, yes. But no, thank you again, Mayor. We really appreciate this. This means a lot because, being a Hispanic, a Chicano right here, raised in La Puente, it's amazing that I've been given the opportunity to be a part of the GWC and help other Hispanic businesses. And doing this Hispanic Heritage Month means a lot because we're able to recognize those Hispanic leaders that are making a difference, whether it's in Hollywood or a community, but we bring them together and they take time out of their days, whether there's, we have social media influencers coming. We have, like I said, people from actors and musicians that won Grammys, and they all come to the Plaza West Covina to share and express that, hey, it's our month and let's celebrate together because, there's so much already pulling down on one another, but at least we get a month that we could exalt one another. So I love it. And you guys are all invited. You guys are all invited to come out.
Absolutely. And with that, I'd like to bring a couple of partners. I'd like to bring our events manager. She is here, Blanca. She comes from the Valley, 2 hours away. She came here just for this special occasion. Also, our marketing team is there. Felix. It's right there. Say hi. And I also like to invite my board members, Alex, and some of my advisory members as well. Come on up, please. And then a very special partner, I'd like to invite my good friend now, Valerie Rivas. And I'd like for her to share a couple of things about how she's partnering and working with us.
Where do I go? Hi, good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for being here. I'm actually really excited to be part of tonight, and thank you, Mayor Barron, for having me here in the city of West Covina. My name is Valerie Rivas. I am with Bank of America. I'm Vice President for Business Community here in the Los Angeles County area. And what I do on a day-to-day basis as part of business community engagement, I provide financial literacy, resources to business owners, and also access to capital options. There's a huge gap when it comes to that. And I wanted to talk just a little bit about what Bank of America is doing for our communities. And you may not see it, but it's out there. So we do have a $2 billion commitment for community development financial institutions. Those are the lenders out there that are nonprofits that actually have a cause and where they actually provide access to capital options to those that are either declined by their bank or they're trying to create jobs. So I don't know if you know this, but something that makes me so proud is Hispanics are actually driving a lot of our economy right now because they're actually the drivers for creating these jobs and creating businesses, essentially, which is good for our economic growth. Now, with that being said, when I met Monica and JR, when I was introduced by Alex, one of their board members, you could just see the passion that they have to help their communities. And that's what it was. I was immediately excited because of the passion, all the resources that I had to offer. It's almost like they found a gold mine. And immediately they got me on a podcast, wanted to share to the city of West Covina what we had to offer at the bank. But again, thank you so much for having me here today. I'm glad to be part of this celebration because it is a celebration and a huge accomplishment. So congratulations and thank you, everybody.
All right, and September 20th is the kickoff. 5 p.m. at 5 to 9, Plaza West Covina, and it's a month-long celebration. All right.
One last thing. I brought you some actual candy from Mexico so that you could try some of the great things that and some for our council. Yeah, for everybody. Yeah, saladito.
Chocolates.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Yes. Ooh, we got snacks.
Ouch.
I don't think we have to report it. Camerinos. Nice. Okay. Now we will move on to our city manager's report, which will be given by our city manager, the first Latina city manager in the city of West Covina, in celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month, Paulina Morales.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. Yes, I'm very excited to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. Just have a couple updates for you guys on the city manager's report. First and foremost, last Thursday we had our State of the City and Employee Recognition Dinner. We celebrated with hundreds of guests at the Sportsplex. Our Mayor, Brian Calderon Tabatabai, had a wonderful State of the City presentation, which is available online on our YouTube channel. So if you weren't able to make it, we did live stream it this year, but it also will be available if it's not already available on our YouTube channel. And so in addition to getting an update on the State of the City, we did recognize some of standout employees in providing them awards for both our police, fire, and employees here at City Hall. We also had updates from the two school districts, Covina Valley and West Covina Unified School Districts. And we also presented two business awards, one to Tesla and one to Thumbling in McIntyre Square. So all of it's available, but it was a very nice event, and we hope to see, if you weren't there in attendance this year, we hope to see you next year. A couple updates that I wanted to share, public works and maintenance updates. They've been working hard. They've been striping yellow and white crosswalks throughout the city. The streets included Azusa, Cameron, Sunset, Merced, and Barranca, amongst others. So they are going out at night and striping those streets to help clean up or some striping that's much needed in some of our areas. In addition, I know that you've hopefully seen some differences at the Lark Ellen property adjacent to Cameron Park. Staff graded the property, and we are now looking to get that seeded. So once it's seeded, it'll take approximately 3 months, and then we'll be able to take down the fencing 6 months thereafter. So around 9 months, it should be completed. A couple items that are on the agenda tonight that I just kind of wanted to provide some information. The first is the mayoral selection and term. Our current ordinance requires that the council rotate on the second meeting in November. However, when there's an election year, we have to wait until after the votes are certified by the county, which then it can extend the term of some of the council members' mayorship term. So some council members get 11 months, while some get 13 months. And so to make it fair, we are looking to clean up that language so that all council members have an opportunity to serve for a year, approximately within 12 months. So that cleanup is part of item number 3. That's really, like I said, the goal is to ensure all council members have a similar mayorship term of 12 months. The other thing, too, now that we have gone to districts, is that the succession order will be based on percentage of votes within the districts, not based on number of votes that we used when we were at large. And then the last item would be that the presiding officer would be have to physically be at the meeting to preside over the meeting for our city council meeting. So those are the changes other than some minor cleanup within the ordinance. But those are the 3 main changes that will be included as part of your approval this evening. The next item is the pedestrian improvements. And so part of these improvements are improvements that we get through the community. They submit traffic calming requests to our engineering division, and there's a review process. That process then, if the review deems that there are improvements that are deemed to be necessary, it goes to the traffic committee for approval of the recommendation. That recommendation comes then before the city council, who then approves the recommendation. And throughout the year, we've collect or package all of the approved recommendations, and then we take it out to bid. And at that point, we bring it back to council to get approval for moving forward with the actual construction of those improvements. And so tonight, we are moving forward. I believe it's various upgrades or improvements at 29 locations throughout the city. Some of those areas include along Cameron Avenue, around Roland Avenue Elementary School, Amar Westport improvements as well, West Puente Avenue, North Orange Avenue, and a couple others. They're all included in the staff report, but so that's what's being presented to you before this evening. And then it's anticipated to take 6 months for completion once we give the notice to proceed as issued. Secondly, item number 5. This item was brought to council with the council's direction to reevaluate the different proposals and bring it back to city council. So this evening, the staff report includes the evaluation that that staff did at the council's direction. The budget The project that was budgeted at 1.4 million, that's what the staff had budgeted for this portion of the Fire Station 1 design. We did a request for qualifications, which is a little bit different than request for proposals, and we had staff that reviewed the proposals, and based on the qualifications, the three that were evaluated and received cost proposals from were Rubio Medina Architect, PBK Architects, and RRM Design Group. PBK Architects staff re-evaluated these three architecture firms and continues to recommend PBK Architects. They have great references from cities that they've built or designed fire stations with. Their cost is very comparable. What I wanted to highlight in this table up on the screen is that, which is also the table that's included in the staff report, is PBK's design costs are very comparable. As you can tell, they're actually less expensive in preliminary design and development than Rubio Medina, and they're in between for construction documents at $255. They're between the Rubio Medina, which came at the lowest bid, and RRM. Their overall bid or proposal came in higher because they included additional reports and studies that will be required with the design of the fire station. And so instead of having to come back and do change orders, we are asking for approval for the amount of $975,390, and that does include a contingency. So that is below the projected budget of $1.4 million. That is Fire Station 1. So we are recommending approval of PBK Architects. Just wanted to remind residents that we will be closed November 5th. It's Election Day, so we're encouraging everyone to go out and vote that day. I'm sorry, we are not closed. We do not have a city council meeting that day. We will be open to City Hall. Thank you for the clarification, Lisa. But we will not be having a city council meeting that evening. And then lastly, some upcoming events. We have the second annual Mega Moon Festival this Saturday starting at 11 a.m. That's the opening ceremonies all the way to 9 p.m. And then Sunday from 11 to 8 p.m. And it's historic downtown. It's a jam-packed weekend, so please check our website or social media to get the full schedule of all of the performances from our local groups and organizations that will be participating in the event. And also to find out all of the delicious food that we're going to be having at the Mega Moon Festival. Saturday, September 28th, we're having Touch a Truck, which has been a very popular event. Kids can come and get up on our various equipment that we have at the city. So we hope to see you there 10 to 1 p.m. Saturday the 28th at our Civic Center here. And then next month, we have a Festival of Frights in Kiwanis Club of West Covina, Carktoberfest, Saturday, October 26th from 4 to 9 p.m., also in the downtown area. And then November, I know it's ahead of us, but just so everyone's aware, Veterans Day ceremony, Monday, November 11th, 11 to 1 p.m. here at Civic Center, and everyone's invited. And that concludes my presentation.
Mr. Mayor, real quickly, the item number 2 on the consent calendar, web design, website redesign is going to get pulled tonight. The representative from Civic Plus could not attend the meeting. They'll attend the meeting, the first meeting in October.
Okay, thank you. Okay, any questions? No? Okay. Before moving to oral communication, we have an adjournment. Retired Fire Captain Daniel Rodriguez passed away on August 30th, 2024. He is survived by his wife, Rosemary, daughters Danita, Loretta, and Mary, sons Daniel Jr. and Michael, and numerous grandchildren. Captain Rodriguez retired from the West Covina Fire Department on February 15, 1997. Captain Rodriguez was the 42nd employee hired and started his fire service career with the City of West Covina Fire Department on December 1st, 1959 as a firefighter. He promoted to fire engineer in 1962 and then promoted to fire captain on October 5th, 1966, one of the youngest fire captains in the department's history. Dan was a member of the crew that responded to the request of mutual aid by Los Angeles City Fire Department for the Bel Air fire in November 1961. The Bel Air fire was a Santa Ana wind event with the fire burning in the Los Angeles city limits. The Bel Air fire destroyed 484 homes with no loss of life. Dan had a passion for tools and was an accomplished woodworker. He built many of his family's homes. His interest in tools led him to serve as a truck captain for many years, and he was instrumental in the leadership that increased the training and capabilities of our dedicated truck company. Dan and his crew, with a handheld family camcorder, produced the ladder training video that has served the department so well for many years. Dan set an excellent example of public service, and all his children followed their father into careers that serve the community. Dan is the father of retired communications manager Mary Rodriguez and father-in-law to retired West Covina fire captain Greg Layton. The council and I thank Captain Rodriguez for his dedication and service to the city of West Covina and want to extend our thoughts and prayers to the family during this difficult time. We will now move to oral communications. If anyone would like to address the council, please fill out an orange speaker card and submit it to the assistant city clerk. When you hear your name being called, please start lining up in the center row. The timer will start when you reach the podium. Requests to speak on agenda items will be heard prior to requests to speak on non-agenda items. Assistant City Clerk, how many speakers do we have tonight?
Mayor, we have 3 speakers tonight.
Okay.
Our first speaker is John Shoemaker, followed by Win Zong, followed by R. Robinson.
Good evening. Our city has its priorities so misaligned towards the needs of our community. It's mind-boggling. You look at tonight's agenda, which had redesign of the city's website and mayor rotation. Let me help resolve the issue. Just use the second Tuesday in December and you don't have a problem anymore. There is an item about street and sidewalk improvements, so it shows at least somebody's paying attention to my website. They're just glossing over the financial issues in our city with just receive and file or approve transfers, nothing substantive, no real discussion. Last week, West Covina held the State of the City employee recognition event. Our mayor and others laid out a vision for the city. When the main goals and objectives or issues of the city were laid out, the number one goal was park enhancement plan. Park enhancement. Not more police, not roads, not fiscal health, not residents or small businesses getting help, or any of the 14 issues I've outlined on my website. If I may make a point about this goal, it's nice, it feels good, and many will agree. I must point out one glaring problem. We will spend tens of thousands of dollars for consultants who will probably have some long-time connections with the city. The money will be spent, the report will be presented and approved, and then it'll sit in a file somewhere as we don't have the funds to do any of it. Back in June, the city transferred almost $3 million from capital programs, the place where the money is set aside for things like park enhancement, to legal fees and insurance. Oh, now they're looking at transferring the surplus in the general fund to cover shortfalls in, take a guess, insurance, legal fees, and sportsplex for starters. Just to add my point about our city leadership, it has priorities completely out of touch with our community members. Now let's come to one of my opponents, the current incumbent. After nearly 4 years in office, the current office holder highlights plants, tree lights, restrooms, and stop signs as major accomplishments, while overlooking the numerous pressing issues affecting our community. We face multi-million-dollar deficits, inadequate police protection leading to unanswered calls, mortgaging our streets to cover overspending, ARPA funds not used for small businesses and residents, neglected road repairs, homelessness, and pervasive graffiti. We cannot address these issues if our leaders refuse to acknowledge their existence. Our city's finances are in such disarray that additional funds for things like meals and health programs for our most vulnerable residents are being diverted to roof repairs and ventilation systems. Meanwhile, the city is misleading the public by suggesting that a new ventilation system will prevent the next pandemic, even if it accounts for just 1% of the million-plus cost. Additionally, our city is considering selling the maintenance yard while questioning if there's room to store fire equipment that's currently held in reserve. Yes, there is space if you don't sell the maintenance yard. The real issue is what will happen to all the equipment, including fire trucks, if the yard is sold. Furthermore, the current District 3 incumbent has recently discovered traffic issues around our school and is expressing concern for the public's safety, particularly children. This is the same person who's been on the council for nearly 4 years and has lived basically across the street from a school for almost 20 years. Only now is she noticing the problem and considering solutions like traffic enforcement, an effective approach. And maybe we can utilize some of the additional officers you've hired to tackle traffic issues. Oh, wait. You haven't hired any. We've been stuck with around 95 to 96 officers for the past 3 years at least. When you receive your ballot, be careful, carefully review what the candidates say, pay attention to feel-good statements, and compare them with my record of addressing critical issues and a commitment. I am a candidate the city needs at this point in time. I'm dedicated to representing your interest, advancing our city's progress, and the service that benefits our community. You can scan this QR code to get to my website, and it has the spelling of my website. Also, one last thing I'd like to add. We have people who are proud of their Hispanic heritage on the city council. Why aren't we supporting Hispanic Heritage Month that the Greater West Covina Business Association is handling?
Win Zong, followed by R. Robinson.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, City Council members, and Ms. City Manager, staff, and members of the community. I'm Wen Zhang, West Covina Library Manager. LA County Library's 45th annual bookmark contest started in August already, and it will go through October the 5th. So this contest invites youth K-12 to design bookmarks and compare within their age category. District winners will be selected by the Board of Supervisors, and we really encourage our youth to participate in this highly creative event. And the entry forms can be downloaded from the library's website, or you can get it at the library. The Friends of the Library, they have resumed their second Saturday book sale, and it's from 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the second Saturday of each month, except for December. So they just had it last Saturday. It was very successful. And in October, so they are going to hold their special fall book sale. It's a 2-day book sale in the library's big meeting room. And October the Friday and Saturday, October the 18th and the 19th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So they will be selling a wide selection of children's or adults, teens, or even foreign language books and audiobooks on CDs, and also DVDs and music CDs and magazines. So all the money our friends raised at their book sales is used to supplement libraries, programs, selections, and supplies. We are truly grateful to their contribution and also to their support to the library as we provide the free services and programs and resources to our city, to our community, and to our residents. Thank you so much. And also, I wanted to mention that tomorrow afternoon, the library will have a special, what's it called, Maracas painting event in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month. So we invite adults, actually this painting is for adults, and come to the library to learn about the story of maracas, as they paint and decorate their own maracas instrument and take home. And so this program will begin at 3:00. And thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. And my son did return his books today, so just a couple days. We'll read it off. He'll read it off.
Thank you so much.
Library is beautiful, by the way. The library is open, by the way, folks who've been asking. So it's beautiful. Thank you.
Bill Robinson.
Evening, City Council. Let's celebrate the Ralph M. Brown Act and the First Amendment because we're 7 Tuesdays away from a critical national election. Our federal D.C. regime's legacy is weaponized, lawfare-styled executive government, hate, divisiveness, censorship, propaganda, Ukraine war, screwed-up Afghanistan withdrawal, CIA psyop fifth-generation warfare, corruption, Dominion voting machine, Venezuela, Haitian gang voter-led rigged elections, and assassination attempts. Soon our financial system will be collapsed to be replaced by the international BRICS currency system. This triggers complete replacement of the U.S. dollar as a respected world currency. Total digital tracking and surveillance control. People say that the election final outcome will be determined by voters in Wisconsin, Michigan, Trump's there right now, Pennsylvania, and North Carolina. I cannot predict what will happen, but remember, may you live in interesting times. This is said to be a traditional Chinese curse. God help us. I wouldn't be surprised if President T doesn't survive until early next year. He should certainly stay out of D.C.'s Ford Theater. Last Tuesday, I witnessed the entire squabble, some people say debate, between President Trump and Comrade Kamala. I rated it a draw. Quite entertaining, really, but it demonstrated pure fascism with no respect for constitutions and our God-granted inalienable rights. Just fascism and emergency use authorized health lockdowns. Here comes monkeypox soon. Finding the truth nowadays is challenging since the legacy media is a joke owned by about 6 oligarchs and Disneyland. Our government has become an Israeli hedge fund-controlled corporate crime syndicate, a pure fascist dictatorship. Most people are aware of this. Some folks may remember the oral contract between President Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. I and some friends were speculating that Comrade Kamala's foreign policy strategy agenda is similar to Monica's. If Comrade K goes to Moscow, Peking, and requests a private audience with Putin or Xi Jinping and tries some more personal oral contracts, instead of negotiating a treaty as a good business deal, then how revolting is that? Or she might just want to spread her legs. Obviously, I respect Lewinsky much more than Comrade Kamala. She was much younger then. I think we need a more thoughtful foreign policy, not the reckless insanity of the current D.C. regime. I don't care much for America's current status as a failed banana republic. We have already suffered too many political assassinations already. Risking nuclear war makes no sense. Obviously, things must improve on our southern national border. And national health oncology care must be improved, hopefully under the guidance of Bobby Kennedy Jr. I want to leave by quoting William Casey, former director of the CIA in 1981. We know our CIA disinformation program is complete when everything the American public believes is false. I noticed in a recent video, Comrade K won't answer whether or not she's in favor of a third trimester, months 7, 8, and 9 abortions. And according to Harris, such procedures just aren't happening in America. Really, Kamala? So what about the states of New Mexico, Minnesota, Oregon, Colorado, Vermont, New Jersey, Alaska, and Washington, D.C., where abortion is legal through all 9 months of pregnancy? The requirement to provide life-saving care. Let me finish my sentence.
Thank you.
To provide life-saving care.
Bill, you're done. Sit down, please. Bill, sit down, please. Bill, sit down, please. Bill, you have 5 minutes like everybody else. You have 5 minutes like everybody else.
We have no further speakers, Mayor.
All right. Before I go to the city manager, we all have the 5 minutes, and as a respect to the community, we should adhere to that. All right, Ms. Morales, would you like to respond to the public comments?
I just wanted to thank Wing Wing Zhang for coming in and always giving us updates on the public library. It's always great to know what's going on and ways that we can interact at the library. I know it's more than just going and checking out books. So I want to thank her for coming and sharing those updates with us. And that's it for this evening.
All right. We will now move on. Council, is there anything you'd like to pull from the consent calendar?
Number 5, please.
Okay. Anyone else? All right. Do I have a motion to approve the consent calendar items number 1 through 6 with the exception of number 2, which we pulled, and number 5?
I'll move the motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Councilwoman Diaz, a second by Councilwoman Lopez to approve consent calendar items 1 through 6 with the exception of number 5, pulled by Mayor Pro Tem Wu, and the exception of number 2, which has been pulled to the October 1st meeting. Before I take roll, Mayor, in the order of transparency, I'm going to read the title of the ordinance that is on tonight's agenda. Sorry, I lost my paper. Ordinance number 2523, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of West Covina, California, amending Article 2, City Council of Chapter 2, Administration of the West Covina Municipal Code, relating to mayoral selection and duties, and making a determination that the ordinance is exempt from the California Environmental Quality Act, CEQA, pursuant to CEQA guidelines, Section 15061B3, Common Sense Exemption. Councilman Contos?
Aye.
Councilwoman Diaz?
Aye.
Councilwoman Lopez Viado?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Wu?
Aye.
Mayor Calderon Tabatabai?
Aye.
Items passed 5-0, Mayor.
Okay. Mayor Pro Tem Wu?
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, and on the item number 5, I think last time we have a Transtech engineer to present, and we got an issue with the cost. And right now, I know we have our new staff, the project manager. okay, I want to give him a chance to explain to us is that is the right charge, okay, and to do this architecture design. So so a couple of questions I want to ask why and we still put them on 2. This is a much better. So maybe you can explain to the city council and explain to our resident and to make sure that why we choose this is a correct choice to make sure that we have a good service. At the same time, the price is not outrageous. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'd like to introduce Robert Ortega. He's our new CIP project manager for the city of West Covina. And so now we'll turn it over to him.
Can you hear me? There we go. Thank you for the introduction, Paulina. So good evening, Honorable Mayor and City Council. Let's see, how do I go next? There we go. So the city received 9 proposals, and from the posted request of qualifications, RFQ. From those 9, a panel comprised of 3 staff members from Fire Department, Public Works, and Engineering Division independently reviewed and scored all 9 proposals per the scoring rubric identified in the RFQ. Scores from the 3 reviewers were tabulated and compared between 3 reviewers to identify the top 3 scored firms to conduct an in-person interview. So here we have a price comparison between 3 firms, and to piggyback off Paulina, manager's report. So one of the reasons we were inclined to select PBK was because of their thorough attention to each bid line item. The key differences we saw that PBK included while other firms didn't were commissioning. So that's showing staff how to use and maintain the equipment in the station, environmental planning, which is CEQA, and stormwater pollution prevention plan, which is SWIP. And here we have a graph that shows the industry price comparison. So this graph shows 4 different fire stations that PBK did not work on, which are Oceanside, San Bernardino, Desert Hot Springs, and West Covina Fire. And on this graph, it does show that West Covina Fire Station 1 is below the industry average under design cost. So lastly, we're recommending to approve a professional service agreement with PBK Architect in the amount of $799,500 to provide design services for Fire Station 1, and approve a project design contingency in the amount of $119,925 to address any unforeseen conditions. And lastly, authorize the city manager to execute the agreement in substantially the form as attached and in such final form as approved by the city attorney in any future amendments to the agreement. So that's it for my presentation. I do want to let you guys know we invited PBK, Callie here in the audience, if you guys have any questions for him. And that concludes my presentation.
So basically, since you're the city staff, you're not contractors or outsourcing. So in that way, you stand on the city point of view. I want to make sure we spend the money. That's totally right on the point, on the dots, that we're not going to waste our taxpayers' money to make sure our design, we get the service. Is this design, due to the concern I have last time, is because the design is almost the requirement, the state, the county, the city, always the same, but why we need still using almost $1 million to do the design similar to each of the city, the requirements the same, it's only the elevation is different based on our setup. Okay, so this is a typical resident and ourselves to kind of want to understand. So this charge is reasonable. Okay, and so in that way we don't waste the taxpayers' money. And another thing, question. Is this plan, besides architecture design, is that including the grading plan?
Yes.
It's including grading plan?
Yes.
Yes, well, what we've tried to do is include everything.
Could you go higher on the mic, please? Thank you. Yeah, I know, you're a tall guy.
I'm sure. It's rough being normal height. What we try and do is conclude everything we can think of. Fire stations is all we do. It's all I've done for 38 years. We try to put everything that we can think of that you're going to need into the fee so that we don't have to come back and I don't have to stand here to you and explain why we want more money. So there may be things in there you don't need. You may not need CEQA ultimately, depending on what the final site is. Then we just don't bill you for that. So I think the fee is extremely reasonable. And as Robert said, I think it's well under the industry standard right now. So there's a little bit of misconception on your part that a fire station is just a house. And it is considerably more than that. It has to follow the guidelines of the Essential Service Safety Act. Each one is different. Every site is different. You will probably have 5 or 6 different engineering firms working on this. So it's not like the fee is all going to Kelly. It is spread out over probably 2.5 years for 6 or 7 firms.
So basically, entire design is from the fundamental, the base, okay, and then build up to we have our fire station right over here. So basically, this charge is from beginning to the end. No extra money that come to us to say we need more money for design fee, this and that. So this is from the grading until you finish up, and anything you have, contractor building that thing, have an issue, we go with your plan, check with you, we check with our engineer,
yes.
and our project manager will supervise. Okay, and another question I talked to the city manager, I think if based on what our project manager's recommendation, then I think myself, we much at ease, okay, this is not going to be, special interest, overcharge. Another thing is, since we have to build a Station 1 due to the Station 1 at the current location at CDR is condemned. So we need to build a new one. So in that way, where's the money? The money is we have no choice, to sell the land over there to get the money to build, the station number 1 at this city-owned property at this corner, and that is chosen by our fire chief. So I think this is a good location that what they in and out on the freeway can save life. And the second thing, we need to move out, our city yard, and we have a land, so can we including, of course, not the fee, but for the PPK to look into the city yard design and public safety, we're going to build a training facility for police and fire, so we can all including in that package, and of course, these two, we need to go RFP, but if you can bid and you can look into, maybe we can get a package deal, it would be cheaper for the taxpayer. Since we have no choice, we have to do it.
No, we'd be happy to do that. And, we do a lot of training centers, a lot of public works yards. So if you guys have some sites currently that you're thinking of, we'd be happy to take a look at them, do some quick layouts to see if they're viable. We can just do that for nothing, just to make sure you guys aren't heading down a bad path. And if you want to somehow include those in a single package, it will reduce fees overall.
Exactly, because since we are going to, we have no choice to move everything out, so we need to get a location, and we need to do a plan for our city yard, then we can get this money to build the Station 1 and extra money to build the city yard and the training facility. And then possible, I know we don't have the funding right now, but maybe reserve some kind of pad for the future West Covina Community Center. So in that way, we're building a potentially phase 1, phase 2 into the future.
Yes, smart idea.
Yes, so in that way, you guys already kind of pre-plan for us, so we don't have to piece and piece, Scott, and puzzle, and not even is feasible and waste a lot of money. Make sense to you?
Makes sense.
No, I'm okay. I'm happy. Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Would anyone like to move the motion?
I want the motion to approve, look into the city yard and the police and fire training facility and the potential our West Covina Community Center in a package deal.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Wu, and a second by Councilwoman Lopez Viado for consent calendar item 5, of the fire station, with adding potential for city yard, police and fire training center, and a community center. Councilman Contos?
Aye.
Councilwoman Diaz?
Aye.
Councilwoman Lopez Viado?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Wu.
Aye.
Mayor Calderon Tabatabai.
Aye.
Item passes 5-0, Mayor.
Moving on to department matters. Item number 7, consideration of designation of voting delegate and alternates for League of California Cities 2024 Annual Conference General Assembly. Ms. Morales, who will present the staff report.
I will give the presentation. It's a simple presentation. We need representation or delegates for the upcoming League of California Cities Conference that's going to be held next month. And so it gives them the voting rights as the city of West Covina. And so we need to select a delegate and alternative in case the delegate can't attend the conference.
Okay. Mayor Pro Tem, would you like to?
I want to nominate, I know you're busy. You want to do it? No. Okay, I want to nominate, since our Councilman Canto already there, so maybe Councilman Canto can represent us, okay, and to as a voting delegate for West Covina. And I don't know who want to be a substitute in case, alternate, and possible city manager over there. You want to be?
I was going to say, yeah, it could be a council member or city official.
So let's. Unless mayor want to do it yourself, I know you would be very busy.
I second the motion of Councilman Contos, who will represent us very well, and the alternate city manager, Paulina Morales. Councilman Contos, would you like to say anything?
Thank you. I look forward to serving as in a wonderful representative capacity to represent us all. So I appreciate the confidence that my colleagues here have placed in me. And Mr. Mayor Pro Tem, thank you for the nomination.
All right.
Thank you. I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Wu, a second by Mayor Calderon Tabatabai to appoint Councilman Contos as the delegate to the League of California Cities, with the alternate being City Manager Paulina Morales. Councilman Contos?
Aye.
Councilwoman Diaz?
Aye.
Councilwoman Lopez Viado?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Wu?
Aye.
Mayor Calderon Tabatabai?
Aye.
Item passes 5-0, Mayor.
All right. We will now move on to City Council reports, AB 1234 conference and meeting reports. Councilman Contos.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is a little bit packed today, so I apologize in advance for folks, to folks who think I'm going to talk for 10 seconds. I have a lot to cover. Just to let folks know, in advancement of a prior Mother May I am going to soon be meeting with Goodwill of Southern California to discuss the employment options that are available for young people and young adults and job seekers of all ages, to see how we can get the infusion of those efforts to support our city here with among West Covina staff, as well as all of the nonprofits throughout West Covina and the for-profit businesses throughout West Covina. So as soon as there is further information provided about what they can do, then I will make sure to share with all of council and with the public, so that way everybody can see it. The upshot of this is that there is funding already dedicated and available for workforce innovation and our investment centers, where they actually would pay for the hours of up to 900 hours per person to work in different capacities throughout these sectors, including the public sector, nonprofit sector, and private sector. So I am eager for us to tap into that, so that way our entire city can have a whole infusion of talent from young people and from young adults and job seekers of all ages. On another front, I wanted to tell people about court-appointed special advocates. And for those who are eager to support those in foster care, I have begun to look into that. It's CASALA.org. That is a website where people can serve as individual advocates for foster kids, no matter where in the county they are placed. So the difficulty with foster kids is not them, the difficulty, but the difficulty is when they are moved from place to place, they don't have the same sense of stability. But CASA volunteers, after they're background checked and so forth and trained, they get to stick with the kids throughout the course of their lives in foster care, no matter what placement they go to. So in an enthusiastic way, I encourage fellow citizens of our city to apply for CASA, to be a CASA volunteer, because the need right now, there are 30,000 kids in foster care who do not have a CASA volunteer, and they are in desperate need. And our citizens here, residents, can step up, and I really think that we can play a leadership role here. On another front, there is also, I've built, thanks to the governor's office, I've been put in touch with the deputy director of the governor's office on homelessness, meeting with them in Los Angeles County just to get to know them better. His name is, or their name is Vashesh, and wanted to get to know them. And as I learn more about what offerings there are with partnering with Los Angeles County and with tapping into gubernatorial funds that have been allocated, then I will make sure in a full transparency to bring that back to the entire council for its full consideration. And next, I also wanted to wish a happy 105th birthday to Catherine Coombs, who turned 105 on September the 11th. I have the honor of being able to go to her house a week from today to present her with a certificate from the city on behalf of all of us, wishing her a happy 105th birthday. So that is also exciting. And lastly, I'd like to say thank you to people who've been very helpful to me. As some may have noticed, I've been on crutches, so it's been pretty intense. I fell 10 days ago and I'm still working on recovering, but the incredible support from our city staff and from my colleagues on council, every single one here, as well as people in the community whenever I'm out, I still go through getting my duties done, even if it takes me longer to walk places. Oh, one other thing. During this period, I also, as part of, I'm a fellow with Water Education for Latino Leaders, where most recently I visited the Cesar E. Chavez National Monument, and also went to a preserve there up in Bakersfield, and it was a really incredible experience, and so that was fun. And the last thing is with water conservation, I've been promoting water conservation, and we'll be doing that and sharing information with residents, so that way both commercial and residential customers will be able to know the availability of surveys to them for making sure to promote better use of water to save on costs, and at the same time to be able to keep their areas green. And lastly, I keep saying lastly, but there's a little bit more. Sorry about that. And then the other thing that I wanted to share was that I provided information to our staff so that we are able to get free surveys done for all 16 of our parks with regard to our water usage, as well as what we can do to conserve water, and how, once the report is done, how we will be able to proceed forward with not only implementing conservation recommendations, but they're also going to provide us with funding source recommendations as how to pay for it. So more to come on that. So with that, Mr. Mayor, I turn the time back, and thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Councilman Contos. I was just going to let you know, Bill Robinson was looking at me like, hey, you're letting that guy go a little over. You better gavel him. I see you, Bill. any other? Yeah, Councilwoman Lopez Viado.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. So I had a constituent who sent me an email, and this affects, obviously, I felt the pinch, family, friends, neighbors, the whole city of West Covina, actually the whole state of California. So the email stated, the homeowner insurance situation in California has reached a breaking point, with insurers pulling out, premiums are soaring, and many residents are struggling to maintain the coverage they need. I ask that you and your colleagues support a resolution urging Governor Newsom, Insurance Commissioner Laura, and the state sure to declare a state of emergency and act swiftly to restore stability to the insurance market. The crisis endangers housing affordability, new home construction, and long-term health of our communities. And I don't know if I could also bring in the cost of auto insurance as well. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure everybody felt the pinch here with insurance of our home and auto insurance, and I just would like support to push for that because it is affecting everybody who's driving, who's living in a home, and we all feel that pinch. Matter of fact, I know like they sent a policy on mine where it says, okay, the umbrella insurance is no longer going to be covered. And I asked why, just like even including auto insurance with perfect driving record, no accidents or anything. I mean, I've been hit, but that's a different story. But they just said California is at risk, high cost. And so it's just sad to hear because we're all paying the pinch. So all of our insurances are high and we all have to pay. So I'm looking for support on that.
Mayor Pro Tem Wu.
Thank you, Mayor. So, I want to piggyback regarding the insurance issue. I just want to share with you, since I represent West Covina and COG Council, and San Gabriel Valley Council of Government, and then we have Commissioner Luna, his liaison to come to the Council of Government to give us a presentation, and I raised the issue about we went through so many cycles of a crisis. We have wildfire before. We have a subprime crisis. But never been so bad. And we don't have nothing. What we have a pandemic. It's over. But what we have? Why suddenly? And remember our firefighter captain. In 1964 burned down 400 homes. And the insurance never like outrageous right now. They cancel a lot of home, and even new home have a hard time. And to find insurance. So it's going to be dramatically impact to our business, to our livelihood for our resident to get insurance. And we're not even in the fire zone in the West Covina. So what we can do, and I asked her, so what you can do? He said, we need to educate people and try to see this and that. So it's no solution. My solution is, maybe our insurance department need to look into, maybe open it up a little bit less regulation to have more competition and more of other insurance for other state come over here to compete with these 13 big insurance company. They try to blackmail the state and they try to blackmail our homeowners. So this is an issue, but this is become a really intensive fight every day. So I suppose, Councilwoman Letty Lopez-Fiado regarding, and the state have really looking into is a hit on our regular people's life about renew their insurance or auto insurance. Same thing too. My auto insurance, my health insurance increased like 30-40%. That's a lot of increase for not over 3 times. Supposedly I'm a good driver. But the thing is, it still increased a lot for all my car insurance. So this is the issue. So I'm going to support you. Do we need to vote on?
I just need to make a record of any objection.
I have no objection. No. And you got?
There's no objection. Thank you.
So I have, Madam Mayor.
Go ahead.
Yeah. When I'm talking to you and looking at the screen, it just happened right now, the Madam Mayor. Can we look into a little bit better projector? So the audience over here can see, they don't feel like they need to go to see eye doctor, because you can barely see, read the thing. Am I right? So hopefully we can have a little, I have a projector in my office, it's very bright and not even expensive. So can we have a city look into maybe have a machine, maybe Willie can help her to shop around, to increase the light, and shopper. Right now it's very cheap with all this electronic thing. So this is my Madam Mayor. Do I have any objection? No? Thank you. So, and don't spend too much money. We just want to increase a little bit better. The last thing, can I say something finalize? This is not a Madam Mayor. This is basically common information. Today, if you walk into the parking lot or your front yard or your backyard, you will see the super moon. You will see the huge mega moon. Not festival yet, but today is a mid-autumn festival. Okay, today is the Moon Festival. Okay, and it has the biggest moon in the whole 365 days. And this so-called the Moon Festival is serenade this full moon. So you're not going to turn into a werewolf or become a crazy guy. No, okay, in Asia, the moon symbolize, togetherness, family reunion, and you eat moon cake. So I want to wish everyone have a wonderful moon festival today. And if you can, just go outside, enjoying that beautiful super moon, okay, and think about your family and think about unity and togetherness. Okay, that is how the Moon Festival about. Don't forget, it's almost like a farmer's calendar, and during this season is a harvest. So people celebrate this full moon and waiting for the winter is coming. Okay, and last thing I want to say is this. So Moon Festival, this Saturday and Sunday, we have a Moon Festival from 11 o'clock till 9 o'clock. We have a magnificent opening. We have a big drum with about 9 or 12 lady drummer to opening with a big drum, and then follow with our indigenous performance and land recognition. Okay, and then we have our church over there on Glendora with their gospel singer and invocation represent the New Beginning Church at the Glendora Avenue, and with all their church member to sing for us. And then we have our high school, Westwood Unified, to starting with their band. And it's jam-packed, with a program and follow with our moon goddess, and they will perform for us. And don't forget, we have a cosplay, and people wear costume, walk on the street from 11 to 6. You are going to get lucky, possible, get a red envelope with a cash inside. So all you guys can wear uniform. Maybe there can be a uniform. You can walk on the street. You maybe get lucky. You get a red envelope, cash inside, and we want you to spend those money into the vendor, food, drink, and merchandise, and to have all these vendor can make money. And they all, most of them from our city. We have 200 vendors, in this Glendora Avenue with a 3-line from, Dalewood, close to the freeway, up to the Walnut Creek. That is a long 3-line of a 200 vendor with 40 different kind of food, all different kind of food for you to enjoy. So you can eat from 11 to 9 o'clock. We want you to eat, enjoy it, and then you have performance from 11 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Okay, you have all different kind of performance with all very professional. A lot of is our youth perform for us, and from 7 to 9, and then we have our No Doubt will perform for us. Okay, that's a very jam packed for the for their performance. It's very popular. And the Sunday from 6 to 8. Okay, we have Dreamboat to perform, and they are basically extremely popular. We're going to have thousands of people over there. So you're welcome. It's free parking, free admission, a lot of free gift. Okay, and you just only have to bring your family to enjoy the magnificent West Covina Mega Moon Festival. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, I would like to just add thank you to the amazing staff for the state of the city that we had. It was a lot of hard work. The event was beautiful. The design, the program, the awards that were given out. And again, thank you for, as the mayor, you get the opportunity to do this. And it was an honor to be able to represent and talk about the city's goals and the city's accomplishments and where we're going in the future. So again, thank you to the staff. It was a fantastic job. And with that, does anyone want to adjourn the meeting?
Just
yes, go.
Thank you.
Councilman Canto.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just wanted also to, I forgot earlier, to congratulate Victory Outreach for 5 years of being in West Covina. And I was privileged to be there this past Sunday to present awards on behalf of the city to the congregation, and congratulations for their 5th year anniversary, and to Pastor Ezra Laturco for his leadership in starting the congregation, which had roughly 9 to 20 people, and now it's in the hundreds. So I wanted to say congratulations to Victory Outreach, and also a special thank you to our code enforcement and public works. They continue to tolerate my emails at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, and following up on behalf of residents, and they follow through. And a special warm wishes to Jerry Lopez, who's leaving us tomorrow or Thursday. And wanted just to say thank you to him for being so supportive of the various requests and getting those done, where he's leaving us and heading elsewhere for public works, and just wanted to also wish him the very best. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, and I will pass it over to Mayor Pro Tem Wu, and then Councilwoman.
I want to go home too, but since Councilman Canto add something, I want to add something. I want to, like you, want to the last word on the end. No, not true. I just want to, I missed something. With Moon Festival, the Mega Moon Festival, we have the Kid Zone. I forgot to mention about that. That Kid Zone is so important. It's free. Free face painting, free the magic balloon. So bring your kid, bring your grandkid, bring anybody, bring your nephew, a niece to come to the Mega Moon Festival at the, I think it's Walnut Creek. That is the Kid Zone. After that, then you have a West Covina Wellness. So you have all the balloon with the organ, and plus you have, I think we have Queensville Valley with Anime Medical Group and Ultimate, and I think Kaiser, and plus West Covina Health. We over there give people free screening or question, and then we have a dentist, chiropractors, a lot of medical over there to give the consultant for any people interested for information. So basically, not only entertainment field, but also they have a lot of information for you. And at the end, all 3 schools, West Covina Unified School, Covina Valley Unified School, and Roland Unified School, always be there with booths to provide information. This is a very good of entire showcase for our city, including our hospital, our city, our business, our school get together and showcase about their service. And we hope all our residents can be there to look into all the information, and at the same time get entertained and enjoying the Mega Moon Festival in West Covina. Thank you.
Councilwoman Diaz.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to say, Jerry, thank you so much for everything that you've done for us. I know it was a short time that you were here with us, but thank you for what you did for us, and along with the rest of our staff. Mylan, you're the best. Thank you so much. You worked so hard. Thank you, Oli, for reminding me. But I don't do that midnight emails. So. I don't do that. But I just want to thank our staff. We have a wonderful, wonderful staff, and I want to thank you all for that. And lastly, I will have to say that I'm very happy to announce that I have a new grandbaby. Oh. And exactly. I'm sorry, Mayor. I had to leave. I only had the salad. So I had to leave. My daughter went into labor, so I went out to San Diego, and his name is Juniper Daxton Lacrone. And he came in weighing 6 pounds, 14 ounces, and he's 19 inches long. So I'm very happy to announce that. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Well, congratulations, Councilwoman Diaz. I cannot wait to meet J.D. Lacrone. J.D. Lacrone. I mean, that name is sweet. I'm not gonna lie. I would like also to Jerry. You've been fantastic for the time you've been here, and so I think we all really appreciate not only your work ethic, but also the attitude and the service you provided. You brought a lot of joy And every time I saw you, you really made this a better place. I'd also, because it was something that a lot of people were concerned about, our code enforcement did a really good job with the recent incident with the dogs. So I know a lot of folks on social media were concerned. Our code enforcement, Mylan and his staff and PD and everyone really got involved early on, and those dogs are, being taken care of. And so, again, I know how we feel about our animals. West Covina is a space that cares about its people, but also cares about its pets. And so, to everyone, we've taken action. And so just know that. So before, are we ready? Any last mega moon festival?
I'm going to talk even more now. No, I'm a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, we are last time adjourned.
I love it.